Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to install a garage door opener, more specifically garage door opener on a high ceiling. I'll be installing this Whisper drive from Chamberlain. It's a smart garage door opener you can open from anywhere. Let's get started on the unboxing. So pretty much comes with everything. The only thing I needed to add was extra wiring since my garage door ceilings were really high. So these are the brackets that pull up the garage door. In addition, you also need some extra perforated angle iron you can just pick up at Home Depot or Lowe's. Since of course, I'll be hanging it a lot higher up on the ceiling. So since I have glass garage door openers, I'll have to do it on one of these pillars right here. You can do it up to I think 2 feet off center, so that'll work just fine. Ideally you do want it centered, but of course if you have glass windows like a lot of garage door openers, that will where my sensors will go. And let's get started. So this section will connect to the garage door itself, has that little tab. And the next section has these 3 little teeth, and that just snaps right in. And this is the actual mechanism that will actually lift your garage door. I'm going to make sure you orient it correctly. And it just slides right on. This connects right inside, male to female. And prevent it from sliding anywhere, you just put a little screwdriver, as you can see. And this is part that goes 13 millimeters, mounts to the actual garage door opener. And this is a little stop screw, prevents the garage door from opening up too far. And this is belt driven, so it's nice and quiet. And this is the belt teeth. And this little mechanism is spring loaded, so once you connect it, it'll tighten the belt up. And that part will connect to the actual garage door lifter. It just goes through the slot right there. And then you grab your other spring-loaded mechanism. That there's a big orange card, shows you how to activate the spring so it pops open, so it tightens. So you want to break that clip right there with a kind of a flat head. And to show you the before and after, it'll release about 1/4 of an inch. And this is the plate cover once you have your belt nice and tight. And now we'll go on to the mount that goes above the garage door. So you can go up to 2 feet off center, so you can use one of these pillars. Because you do need to put a bracket on the actual garage door itself, so obviously you can't put it on the glass. And I'm just measuring the highest point where I'll put my mount that actually goes on the garage door wall. And since I have little studs that are about 2 feet apart, I'll just put a 2x4 right there. And I'm just seeing where the actual bracket will line up with the 2x4. So right about there. And that's where it'll clip into. So have a friend or a chair, have it kind of rest right there, and then just put in the pin, and then you can grab the other end and put it on the ladder. Of course we'll level everything and make sure everything looks good. And just open it to make sure it clears. You want a good, about more than 2 inches clearance, So now we'll do using the perforated angle iron. We'll make mounts for it and make sure it's nice and even and level. Of course you want a bracket that holds the perforated iron, so cut a piece off, mount it on the high ceiling, and kind of estimate how much angle iron you need. And this is all nice and cut. And some of these circles, you notice they're elongated, so you can adjust it pretty fine tune to make sure it's nice and level. As you can see, it's nice and level. And you want to put in your emergency cord. When you lose power, you can still lift up your garage door. And the actual mount that goes onto the garage door itself looks similar to the bracket above that you put on the wall. And this is the little arm that connects to your lift on your belt. And based on how tall your garage door is, there's a bunch of options and holes. You can just make sure it lines up. And now we're going to wire the garage door opener that you can put on the wall, usually near the entrance of the garage, or I'm going to be wiring all along the edge right there, trying to keep it nice and clean and out of the way. Pretty simple wiring. They labeled it red and white. Strip some line back, expose some wire. And this is it wired up, going up high on the ceiling, kind of going down on the perforated angle iron. And these are the sensors. You know, if a kid walks by or you have an item or object in the way, these won't close if the sensors don't make a complete connection to the other side. And I'm just going to put it on the wall right here and go on the ceiling. And since my ceilings are super high, I did need a little extra iron wire, so that explains the little blue wire that I kind of just spliced together. And one goes in the red, one goes in the white. And a power cord, of course. And you want to make sure one sensor is orange and one sensor is green. That tells you they're actually talking to each other. And here's opening the garage door. Of course, when you initially open it, it'll either go too far and hit the bump stop or go down too hard. So there's instructions in the manual how to adjust that. It's pretty simple. You kind of just push a manual button and kind of adjust it so it barely hits the ground floor and also barely hits the, or right before it hits the bump stop. So here it is, all nice and finished and adjusted. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below or send me a message. This was pretty easy. Just need a lot of extra angle iron and wiring because of the high ceilings. Thanks, have a nice day.